Well, today we are visiting Antiques Marketplace of Lemoyne. It's been a few weeks since we were here the last time, but my camera battery is at 20%, so I'm not sure how long it's going to last. We may have to switch over to my phone, which isn't the end of the world, but let's head in and see what we can find that we can buy and flip for a profit. Here we go.
My family calls it my superpower. It's my ability to see value in things that I can buy and flip for a profit. I'm the Crazy Wave Lady and welcome to my channel.
This is a nice piece in here. This one, I kind of like the opalescence to that. Looks like they've got 44 on it though, and I don't think there are any discounts in this booth, so I think for 44 we're gonna have to keep moving. All right, well I figured we'd go in this direction today, kind of switch things up a little bit. We sometimes find stuff over in this booth. Oh my gosh, look at this giant Ellie Smith. We have one of these listed right now, but it is amber. This one that looks like they've got $125 on it. Rare 13-inch green moon and star lidded compote. So I think that's a little bit outside of our price range, but I've seen two of these really massive compotes recently, so I don't think I'd ever seen them before. I'm going to show you guys a little bit more of the shelves today and what I've been looking at, because I know a lot of people have voiced wanting to see what I'm seeing on the shelves and not just what I'm buying. So we've actually looked at this little Tonala duck in the past. I come across ducks a lot. This one is $14. Occasionally I'll pick them up, but I think today we're gonna skip it. Look. Oh, we've looked at this before as well. The lucite candle. They've got 25 on that. Nice china set. This reminds me of Holt Howard in design. This is a really interesting paint by numbers. Not today's scene. I'm confused by it, but I like it. $42 they have on that. Looks like they've made these Raise Hell Kid. Those are fun. Pray for my haters. I see London, I see France. Those are a lot of fun. I have to give props. Okay, well, we are going to take a peek at this booth. We have gotten some really great stuff out of here recently, so sometimes the spend is a little bit higher, but it usually works out just fine. So there are some really amazing pieces in here. Like this, check this out. This is new. Oh my goodness. $90, retro green ceramic large unicorn. Is that not fantastic? Now it is 25% off. And I think that's shippable. I mean, Andrew's not here to consult, but I feel like we could ship that. It is chartreuse green, and that's kind of fantastic. Oh my goodness, look at that. A large Freeman McFarlane ceramic polar bear. We recently picked up a parrot, and when I was doing research on the parrot, I found that it was also attributed to Freeland McFarlane. I don't know if these pieces are usually signed. Looks like a really faint signature there on the bottom. They're kind of outstanding. Kind of reminded me of a Yadro piece, but it is obviously not. Let's see what we can find in this booth here. There's another large piece. That is a cat though. This is kind of a neat glass piece. They've got $25 on this. Oh, I hate this case. It always makes me so anxious. Come on, I forget. Does this No, you just have to yank it. There we go. Okay, everything's jiggling. Okay, this is neat. Let's see. There's no markings on the bottom of this, but it's very polished, which I like. It's only $25, 25% off. I think we'll take this with us. This case is still full of horses. Some nice art pottery in there, and I kind of like the looks of that Trojan horse. That's fun. I think that's actually some sort of trinket box. Here is Becky's booth. She's running 20% off, it looks like. Sales starting January 1st and ending December 31st, so it's an all-year sale. She has these fairy lights in here, and I have looked at them in the past, and I've passed on them. They're $79 and $79. They are 20% off, which I feel like is a good deal. I'm just not sure that that's ideal for me for resale, but I know fairy lights right now are really popular. So there is some temptation there. Some beautiful flow blue china. I'm kind of digging this piece right here. Looks like it might be Italian. I know it means hand painted. $20, 20% off. Yeah, I like that. I think we'll take that with us. All right. Well, let's continue. And here we are at the vintage booth. You guys know I am such a sucker for this booth here. It looks like they have little Talavera froggy here for $13. They are also running a 30% off sale, so I think I'll grab the Talavera. We do well with Talavera. Look at that beautiful bottle. I wonder what the price on that is. Looks like they've only got $80 on this bottle with the stopper, and of course it is 30% off on top of that. So I don't actually have any of these large bottles in my own collection, and I feel like today may be the day that I add one to my collection. Could put that on my console table. I think that's what I'm going to do with it. Oh my goodness, what in the world is this thing? Is that a hamper? Owl hamper, $114.50. That is so much fun. That would look so cool outside of our bathroom for the kids to throw their dirty clothes in. Although I don't know how practical it is lugging it up and down the stairs. Oh my gosh, you could actually hide a child in there. I won't give my kids any idea for the next hide and seek game. That's really neat. I'm kind of digging that. I might have to grab that as well. Look at me, I'm buying all this stuff for myself. I'm gonna spin you guys over here to check out this little turtle. Santa turtle, $10. It is a little Santa turtle. It's so sweet and festive. I kind of feel like the little hat was added after the fact. How much is he? $10, 30% off. I think he'll swim away with our little froggy. I'm going to check out the rest of the booth before I grab that bottle. See what other new treasures they've added. They're really good about restocking. It's like every time I come in here, they have new stuff in this booth. Look at the heads hanging up there. Alright. Got an owl here. Our last owl did really well. I think it's a more contemporary piece, but like I said, I mean, we did fairly well with it. This is a glass bowl, $30. This little fellow right here, he is so great. Dragon Keep. Wow, look at that. Isn't that fun? And he's got this little gemstone up there. Well, how much is he? He's $25. With his original crystal, 30%. Oh my gosh. Why didn't I get a basket? If you guys could see me right now and all the stuff I'm holding, you would be like, Jocelyn, calm down. This guy, oh my goodness. Raku puppy dog. What? $20? Okay, I think I'm going to take a trip up front because my hands are completely full. But I'm going to come back and meet you back here in a few minutes. So I pulled out this jacket because it is just so much fun. They've got $58 on it though, 30% off. I don't know much about clothing. I rarely buy it except if it really strikes my fancy. I know these vintage coats sell fairly decent. I'm just not sure for how much. So I'll leave it here for the next person. Now I am going to leave the hamper here for now, just because I don't want to be lugging that around, and I did just make a trip up to the front. So we're gonna continue on down the way and see what else we can find, and then hopefully I remember to come back for that. But if I don't, it's not the end of the world. I don't need it. This booth has some pretty little English bone china flowers. Every time I find these at the Goodwill, they're always broken. It's so disappointing. That there looks like Polish pottery, and I do love that little, I don't know if that would be a mouse or a hedgehog. What is this one? $18, Polish pottery chicken. We do pretty well with our Polish pottery, and that's a really colorful, fun design. There are no discounts on this booth though. Oh my gosh, look, there's more. There's more. $15 for the little kitty Phoenix. Oh, that's so sweet. I don't think I've seen the little figurines before. Not really sure how much they go for either. This one is $16. The little doggy is $15. He's not marked that I can see in any way, but he does match the other ones. So I'm assuming they're all Polish pottery. This looks like Van Briggle. It is Van Briggle. Van Briggle duck, $28. I think I'll probably grab all of those guys. This brass fish is pretty great too. Goodness, I didn't expect to spend this much money when we came in today, but it's like I can't stop finding really cool stuff like this. Made in France. I know that mark. Do we see a price on it? It must be on the inside. This is French hand painted box, $38. So that's a little spendy, but I think that's the SEVRES Severus mark. Although there are a lot of reproductions, so it's possible it's also a reproduction. If it's not a reproduction, it's totally worth it. If it's a reproduction, I could probably get my money back, make a little bit off of it, not double my money. That's a beautiful yellow with hand-painted florals. You know what? I think we will. I think we'll take that with us as well. So I'm going to come back for those figurines. I'm just going to check out the rest of the booth here. I think my camera is at 1%, so I'm probably going to end up switching over to my cell phone, and it has been a long time since I've filmed from my cell phone. Okay, let's head over here. This I looked at the last time, and I was watching Antiques Roadshow, and they showed like one of these looking glass things that was made by a Mexican artist. I don't think that this is him though. Christopher Krezel, maybe? But it is very similar and it's very cool. So it's only 18 bucks. It's a neat folk art piece, so we'll grab this. And unfortunately, my camera is about to surrender, so we will switch over to the cell phone. Well, I will warn you ahead of time that audio is never as good on the cell phone as it is on the camera, but I'm going to try to speak up a little bit so you guys can still hear me. This is interesting up here. This looks like a made in Japan. Oh, it's got a crack on the base. It kind of reminds me of Esgraffito, but I don't believe that it is. It kind of, I was like, was that Italian? No, it's not. So anyway, I've got this guy. Since we're right at the checkout, I'm going to drop this off up front and we're going to keep going. Well, we're going to venture down the ramp now. Let's see what we can find down here. The last time I came down here, I got some really neat trolls, which I hadn't really sold in the past. They did all right. I made a little bit of money on them, but I'll probably just pick up the really unique ones in the future, rather than just the ones I see all the time. Let's go this way. That little red bird is still here. The last time I was in this booth, I bought that really incredible Moser vase, and it ended up selling extremely well. It was a beautiful piece with the lily of the valley, but even though this booth is a little bit more spendy, they do have high quality pieces, so it's always worth coming in here and taking a peek. Some beautiful Chinese porcelain. I've always really liked this bookend. Every time I come in here, I look at this bookend. It's $85, and it is a single, but it's just a neat one that I've never seen before. All right, well, I'm not seeing any more Moser glass. I do have some nice pieces up here. A quilted biscuit jar in satin pink. A little bit of Fenton, some Wedgwood. It's a really nice apron. $199 on the silver crest. All right, so there's nothing in here for us today, but at least we can say we looked. Now this case down here, we will poke around in, see if they've got anything new from our last visit. So I'm not really seeing much of anything new in here. Unfortunately, they had some great treasures in here the other week, and I kind of cleaned them out of those treasures. Oh, wait a second. What do we have here? It's a Windy Meadows covered bridge. They've got $90 on it. That's a really neat piece. We had 2 lamps a while back that we got at Black Rose in Hanover, and they were 2 Windy Meadows lamps. They were remarkable, and I actually follow the Windy Meadows Pottery Facebook group. They have some really amazing pieces, but they're kind of whimsical, little cottage pieces, very detailed. I believe the woman actually ended up hiring other people to help her do the pottery. Not positive about that, but I think I remember one of my viewers commenting that. So this is a Windy Meadows covered bridge. It is $90, so I'm not sure what the turnaround on that would be, but I thought it was pretty cool. But a $14. Here is a $14 doggy vase. That's right, Dogs by Nina. That's who makes this. There's actually 2 stickers on it. There's one here and there's one on the bottom. That looks like the wrong sticker though. It says something about a knob. So this booth is 20% off, and this dog is $14. These can sell pretty well depending on the type of dog, but I don't think I've seen this one before. He kind of looks like a boxer. I'll take him. Oh, for a second I thought this was a vase. I'm like, is that a square vase? That design is amazing. But no, it's an Avon bottle. It's not a vase. This is so strange to me. This razzleberry. The first time I saw it up there, I honestly thought that somebody had left their drink and it was trash, but I just noticed it has a price tag of $3 on it, which is kind of crazy. I think you can buy it for $3 at the gas station. At least you used to be able to. I used to drink the heck out of those things. So that was kind of weird. This here looks like a pottery Mako. Ooh, there's a lid. I'm holding it by the lid. Oh, that was frightening. I didn't realize it was a 2-piece. I'm glad they taped that shut because that could have been catastrophic. All right. Well, let's head up the ramp. This booth is running a 30% off sale, and I noticed this swan as I was walking by. It's $14. I don't believe it's Murano, but it's still a neat little swan dish. I love the blue color, but yeah, $14, 30% off. And one of the things I noticed is they actually have this. I need one of these. This is amazing. So at $14, we're looking at $9.80 on the swan. And I feel like that's a decent price. We'll definitely be able to flip that and make a profit. All right, well, we struggled a little bit with the battery and the camera and the phone, but I feel like we got some pretty decent stuff today, and I'm pleased with everything we got. Our total spend was, I believe, right around $360, but I think we did all right, and I'm very excited to see how everything is going to do on eBay. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see all of you tomorrow. So long.
Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. In case you spotted something you just can't live without, we do post 25 to 30 new items in our eBay shop every single day, and I've posted a link to that down in the description.